It was one of those ones after.
Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. My name is Jack and this is your watch along for Newcastle United versus Manchester United in the Premier League. A dead rubber for United. And a nice little chill out, relax and watch along for us, just to sit back, relax, watch some players who maybe haven't got minutes, an awful lot this season. I don't think we're expecting too much, to be quite honest with you. So, let's just sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy Manchester United put on a decent performance. And look, I would, let's hope for a win. We always hope for a win when United are playing, but I don't think it really matters, does it? I don't think it really does matter. We know the big one is next Thursday, so it's in preparation for that. But as always, guys, do smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay, we're on the road to 14,000 subscribers, as you can see on the top left. And the team news is in, guys. And the big news this morning was that Andrew Onana has been dropped from the matchday squad completely. Now, some reports were saying that he was told straight away after the Lyon game he was going to get left out and, get your head back in the race and so on and so forth. And other reports then are suggesting that his wife was actually mugged, which is really not nice to hear. And it was more personal reasons, personal circumstances why he was left out. But nonetheless, Binder comes in the goal, guys. We've got a back three of Yoro and Matsraoui. They keep their places. And Lindelof comes in instead of Maguire. Maguire's obviously just back from injury. He's being rested by the looks of things for the big one on Thursday night. Two wing-backs, Delo a right wing-back, and Harry Amas makes his Premier League debut for Manchester United at left wing-back, which is absolutely fantastic. I think I read there a moment or two ago that he is the fourth youngest Manchester United player ever in the Premier League. Let me just double check that, because fourth youngest player to start a Premier League game for Manchester United. 18 years and 28 days. So best of luck to Harry Amas. Let's hope he does well. Two number sixes, Bruno Fernandes and Ugarte. Two number 10s, Garnacho and Eriksson. And Xerxes starts. Rasmus Højlund drops to the bench. So look, interesting lineup, guys. I suppose he's keeping a lot of players fresh for Thursday night, while also trying to keep as much experience in the side as possible. When we're talking about substitutes then, guys, we've got Tom Heaton, Harry Maguire, Patrick Dorgu, Luke Shaw. Aidan Heaven is back in the squad, which is absolutely fantastic after his injury, and he's back quicker than expected. Mason Mount, Casemiro, Kobbie Mainoo and Rasmus Højlund. So plenty of experience on the bench there as well, guys. Good to see. Absolutely good to see. De Ligt is still out as well. So, let's hope his... I don't think we've really got an update on his condition as of yet, but let's hope he can get back as quickly as possible. Who have we got in the chat then? Dylan is there, Daniel is in, Aaron is there as well. Get your score predictions in like Aaron, guys. 3-1 loss, unfortunately, Aaron is saying. Oshin says, I'm going 2-1 to Newcastle. Ever the eternal optimist. Heard his wife was mugged out. Yeah, and it's not good. It's not good to hear. You don't want that happening to anybody. I know, we were all frustrated with his performance midweek and stuff, but, human beings at the end of the day, Heaven got stretchered off and he's back already. Fantastic. Yeah, well, I think it obviously wasn't as serious as initially thought, which is good. You know what I mean? So I'm delighted to have him back. Absolutely delighted to have him back. Hushin said, heard De Ligt was a lower back injury carrying the back three. Well, maybe so. I wouldn't be surprised, to be quite honest with you. But nonetheless, I do think there's an awful lot. Now, look, score predictions. What am I thinking? Optimistically, I will say 1-1. But if I'm being realistic, I think it's probably 2-0 to Newcastle. I mean, I don't see us scoring. Their midfield against our midfield, I think, could absolutely run us ragged, to be quite honest with you. But there is a slight twist in the tail, maybe, is that Eddie Howe is actually not going to be at the game. He was admitted to hospital a couple of days ago because he's feeling unwell. Now, again, you'd hope it's nothing too serious, but he won't be at the game today for Newcastle, and the assistant manager will be taking over for the day. So there we go. Anyway, John is in. Good to see you, John. He says 2-2. Come on, United. Don't forget Eddie Housen here. Yeah, we mentioned that already. Oshin says, I think we'll score. Might be an OG, but we'll get a goal. Well, I hope you're right, because if we get a goal, we have a chance of winning. So, yeah. I don't give us much chance, to be honest with you, but let's hope you're right. But we're going to have a nice relax and chill out. I'm really tired because I've been out doing the garden all day, and you're getting in your 30s when you start, wanting your garden to look nice. And I'm closer to 40 now than I am 30, but yeah, so it's that time of year, scarify, overseed, all that good stuff, spike and roll, all that kind of crack, you know what I mean? So I'm tired, so I'm looking forward to just sitting back, relaxing. Hopefully United win like 6-0, and we'll just we'll get out here with a nice 3 pints, hopefully. But again, look, we know that the big one is Thursday night, don't we? So I suppose, and this one, what we want to see is, we want to see no injuries. We want to see players getting through healthy, of course. And look, as positive a performance as we possibly can get, because, you want to bring in some, I'm just looking at Virgil van Dijk's winner against West Ham, and that's a free out. He gets away with fucking murder, that lad. So he does. He gets away with he just goes in and pushes your man straight in the back, and then just gets up and has a free header. It's a free out, like. He fucking gets away with murder, that lad, so he does. Liverpool. Anyway, they're going to win the league. I think they can win the league as early as next week. I think if they win and Arsenal lose, I think. But anyway. Have you seen much of Amas? Says Aaron. No, not an awful lot. The first we seen of him really was pre-season. He played a lot of minutes in pre-season. I don't think he's making his Premier League debut. Has he played? I think he's maybe had one appearance so far this season, I think. Maybe. Could be wrong. Someone can correct me on that. I've seen bits and pieces of him in the academy games and stuff like that as well. And, I mean, look, he is being touted as, being a Manchester United regular going forward. He needs to fill out a little bit. That was the reports on him over the last maybe 12 to 18 months, and he needs to fill out. He needs to get his physicality and grow into his body a little bit, and look, that will come with time. So but in terms of ability and quality, he's got it, and he's it's probably, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the summer with him, because you've got, of course, Diego Leon coming from South America. He'll join on the 1st of July. So you're going to have Dorgu, Amas and Diego Leon vying for one spot at left wing back. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But we've said it how many times? Competition is a healthy thing. And the more competition you can have for places, the better, because players are going to, have that urge and that desire to actually consistently perform, Jeez, I'm tired. He came in an FA Cup game, Oshin. That's right, he did. Yeah, he did. So it's great to see him start. And these are the opportunities you need as a young player, and it's all about taking your opportunities now and taking your chances when they fall to you, because, you don't get an awful lot of them. So take them when they come, or, they will pass you by quickly. But yeah, look, I mean, I want to know what your thoughts are on Binder, the whole Binder situation, and let's take the whole personal issue out of it, with his wife and so on and so forth. Would you have started him in this game if he was available? I don't think I would have, to be honest with you. Will he start on Thursday night? To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Amram starts him next Thursday. I really wouldn't. I think he could really, really start next Thursday. When you're talking about putting a player on the bench, we've seen what he done with all of the talking, and, he let in a couple of outers. He's going to be desperate to put in a performance. Absolutely desperate to put in a performance next Thursday. I reckon Amram will start him. I really, really do. John is there with a super chat. Appreciate it. As always, John, absolute legend. He says, I will donate 2 or 20 SEK to the channel for every United goal. Who's with me? Let's give this Irish lad some support. Much love from Sweden. John, you're a legend. I appreciate the support as always, man. SEK, I still don't know what that actually stands for. If you'd like to let me know. Swedish Euro could, I don't know. Please let me know what SEK actually stands for. But yeah, I appreciate the support as always, man. Absolute legend. Oshin says Leon will be 18. He won't play much, and Amas will go on loan or more likely leave purely for PSR. Yeah, I mean, see, the thing about PSR now, and you know, if you are going to sell academy players, would you not keep him for a season and play him maybe 15 times in a season, and, you know, try and get an extra maybe 5 or 10 million the following summer? I don't know. These are all things that has to be ironed out. John says Swedish krona. All right, there we go. Every day is a school day. Happy days. Ben is in. Good to see you, Ben. Oshin says, I don't think those is tactical with Onana. It's personal. He'll start Thursday regardless of Beinder's performance today. It's going to be a big call. Regardless, and there's going to be an awful lot of spotlight on it, really, isn't there? So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't wait for Thursday. So I can't. Come on, I'm tired, lads. My God, I'm tired today. Out in the sunshine, doing the garden. Oh, God. You'd be drained. Absolutely drained. Hands by like shovels. Ben says, can I just say the mic is spot on today, Jack? No issues whatsoever. Yeah, I will never fall for that again. Ever. You know, I was looking at all of the bars on my system, and I was like, yeah, that's brilliant. That everything is working perfectly there, and I couldn't hear you. And yeah, you're just a shower of fucking frauds. You know what I mean? Shower frauds. But anyway, what can we do? I'm just hoping for an exciting game today, because if it's a boring game, I might not keep my eyes open, to be quite honest with you. I am looking forward to the Masters tonight, though. Absolutely buzzing for the Masters. I can't wait. I hope Bryson DeChambeau absolutely romps home. Wouldn't be the biggest McIlroy fan, to be honest with you. So yeah, I hope Bryson gets the job done, if I'm being honest. Who are we going for in the Masters, guys? Anybody got either of them back? I didn't back anybody for it, but yeah, who's everybody going for in the Masters? Four. Mrs. 442 says thanks. You're absolutely welcome. I won't mention what the thank you is for, in case, you know, we wouldn't want to be saying my itches or anything like that. You know what I mean? You're absolutely welcome. I hope you had a great day, and yeah, hope you spoil a rotten, Oshin. John says, I'm happy for Amas today. Yeah, it's great to see, isn't it? It's always great to see academy players getting their debuts in the Premier League. And, you know, like I think was it Oshin said there, I think he played in the FA Cup already, which is great. But, you know, to get a start in the Premier League for United, absolutely fantastic. And let's hope he takes that chance. Let's hope he takes the chance. Yeah, so we've got a good strong bench. Obviously, Maguire, Mount, Hyland, Dorgu, Casemiro, Shaw, Heaven, Mainu. A lot of experience on that bench and a lot of options to rotate in and out as the game goes on. Well, in, not back out. Because, yeah, whatever. It's going to be Amarim's fault if Onana knocks us out of the Europa League. Well, that's the biggest load of garbage I've ever read. And I'm sorry I read it out, because it's not Amarim's fault, to be honest with you. People are getting a little bit too carried away with Altay Binder in my eyes. You know, he's played 3 times for Manchester United, had an unbelievable game against Arsenal in the FA Cup, fantastic. But people are forgetting the fucking game he played against Spurs, where he was absolutely apocalyptically bad. So he was. So yeah, I mean, I don't think Biender's the answer. Yeah, Amarim picks the team, Dylan, but you know, is it Amarim's fault that Rasmus Højlund can't find the back of the net in 27 games or whatever the case may be? No, it's not. You know, Andre Onana has had an awful lot of very good games for Manchester United. He has just had an awful lot of bad games as well, but I think he's had more good than bad. But Binder has probably had more bad than good, considering he's only played 3 times for the club. So, you know what I mean? The manager can only put a team out on the pitch and set them up and give them instructions. The players have got to implement that. And, you know, are you telling me it's Amarim's fault that Onana, you know, let both of them goals in the other night? I mean, you're away with the fairies if you think that's the case, you know. Oshin says, that's how rumours start. Spoiler every day, lad, simply by letting her be. Exactly, let her be in your presence. You know what I mean? I said to my wife every day, I said, you are so lucky I agreed to marry you. You know, or that I even asked you in the first place, you know. Daryl is in. Good to see you, Daryl. Ben says, only negative I have is Mount not starting. But let's go. Yeah, I would like to see Mount starting. Maybe he's got plans to play him on Thursday. You wouldn't know. You know, future planning and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Let's see. John says, I'm questioning why Ericsson is starting before Mount. Again, yeah, there's obviously a plan in place, I would think. And in fairness, I mean, you know, Ericsson in the number 10 role has done quite well, in fairness to him. I love watching this United's goalkeeper coach. The big, heavy, old guy. He's just deadly. It's such old school warm-up drills. I love it. I love it. That's what you want. That is what you want. And I don't know his name, but the coach, he just looks absolutely crippled. He's like, he walks with a limp. Yeah, he's an old school geezer, ain't he? Binder will have a better game than Onana. He will take his chance. Now, I hope he does. I hope he does, because if he takes his chance, it means we've got a goalkeeper who is playing well, you know, or at least has one good performance behind him before the game on Thursday night. But again, I still think that Onana is probably going to start on Thursday night. I genuinely do. Let me just translate what Amram's just said, the basic English. I've told Andre to get his fucking... I actually didn't hear the interview, so yeah, I probably should have my headphones set up. Let's turn off Bluetooth on the phone. Let's turn it off. There, it is off there. And yeah, let's get it going over here. And let's see. But yeah, happy days. Smash the like button, guys, if you haven't done so already. We get these headphones set up here. Let's get these headphones set up. I think it's the first one. Should be the first one on here. Better be the first one. No issues now. Come on now, I said. Liz Ferdinand. Kino. Let's see, what's everyone saying here? Let's see. If Binder didn't save Odegaard's spot, would we still be shouting for him? It's a good point. Very good point. Goalkeeper team, keeping it simple, says D. Absolutely. Oshin says, Cheeto 17. We need to calm down, everyone, and have a bit of perspective, please. Season is gone. Let's stop the pissing and moaning, get behind the 11 and plan for next year. I mean, that's why Oshin has that moderator stamp beside him. You know what I mean? Absolute down to earth, thought and sense, happy days. You know what I mean? Happy days. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Cheeto, give him time. Don't put him in the spotlight. Let him bide his time. Daryl says, Ericsson not fit enough to start games anymore. Last 10 minutes or so, fair enough. I think he's done well in the games he started the last few weeks. I think he's done really well. Now, I think he's been substituted in most of them because he hasn't got 90 minutes in him. But I think he's done well. And I think when we're looking for control and creativity in the 10, I think Eriksson is pretty good. But we know we need to take away the defensive aspects of his game, and playing him in one of them forward 10s, he doesn't have as much responsibility to have to track back, which is good because that's where he lacks, physicality, pace, so on and so forth. But put him in them little pockets in the 10. Yeah. Absolutely. John, welcome to the members club. Absolute legend. Appreciate the support as always, my man. Absolute legend. Big up to John in the chat, guys. Welcome John to the members club. If any of the members are there, welcome him to the members club. Enjoy all of the added perks, John, as well. And I know I said it last week, guys, but I truly mean it this week. The classic United watch-alongs are coming this week. I've got one recorded already, and the next one I'll be recording either tomorrow or Tuesday. So if you want to become an official channel member, basically what it is I'm going to be doing pre-recorded watch-alongs of old Manchester United games, about 20-25 minutes or so per video. I'll actually have the game on the screen as well, so we can watch the game, and I'll just be down in the corner with this, and we'll do a premiere, so it won't be live, but I'll premiere each video, so all of the members can watch together and get into the live chat and so on and so forth. So if you're not a member and you want to join, go get it. And you do get access now as well, guys, to the Man United Daily podcast. It's available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Monday to Friday, 20 minutes or less, all the Manchester United news every day. But if you are an official member on YouTube, it's uploaded as a video on the member section as well. So yeah, join if that's something you think you might like. 100% on Anna Stars Thursday, says Ben. D with the 14 months. He says 14 months of listening to Fairy Tale Delusions of 442. Best United channel on any platform. Absolutely been a pleasure. And here's to many more. I salute you, sir. Thank you so much for your support. Absolute legend. 14 months, absolute quality, man. Thanks, Emil. Really, really appreciate it. And a big contributor you are as well, D, to the live chat every game. So yeah, thank you. Benny is in. Good to see you, Benny. Ben said, yeah, everyone welcome in, John. There we go. Happy days. Well done. Will we be doing a match reaction to the classic game rewatch? No, because I don't want to be divorced. All right, I need to spend some time with my wife and children. So yeah, no, it'll just... Oh, what a goal. Who scored that? Peterborough. Wow. In Wembley. Anyway, we're ready to rock and roll, guys. We've got about 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes to go before kickoff. So yeah, smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. It's a big glass, ain't it? Oh, God. Should have got a coffee in the shop. I'm absolutely shattered. I've got to check something, actually. While I think of it. Not the answer I was hoping for. Anyway, back to United. But yeah, it's been an interesting weekend, guys, in terms of results. I mean, Spurs lose 4-2 to Wolves. I mean, they are dirt. And look, I know they've got a big game coming up on Thursday as well. And we'll probably lose today as well, but losing 4-2 to Wolves. Chelsea draw 2-2 with Ipswich Town. You know, I mean, I think Ipswich were 2 up. Yeah, they were 2 up Twanzebe scores an own goal, and then Jadon Sancho, the freedom fighter, scored the equaliser in the 79th minute. I think Maresca goes at the end of the season, to be honest with you. They're currently sitting in 5th, level on points with Aston Villa. Newcastle have got 2 games in hand on them. So Newcastle will jump to... Newcastle win both games in hand. They'll actually go up into... They'll go up into 3rd. Come on, United. If we win today, we will stay in 13th. Solidifying our spot bite. Let's see. Ryan is in. Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for joining. Good to see you back. D says, do this lot know Keegan isn't playing today? I don't know what the Keegan whole shenanigans is all about. Chris says, a deserved start for Xerxes. It absolutely is a deserved start. I agree with you 100%. Absolutely. Played really well when he came on the other night. The thing about Xerxes is as well, and there's probably too many players that are like this, he's actually a very good impact sub. So he is. He's a very good impact sub. But look, let's hope he can do the business today. Chris is in. Good to see you, Chris. Not feeling good about this. Yeah, I don't think anyone is, to be honest with you. John says, cheers, by the way, lads. I'm in my hotel room with my wife watching you. We're relaxing together, just the two of us. What are you doing watching me? I was just joking. Enjoy yourself. If that is watching me, that, gives you enjoyment in a hotel room, brilliant. I appreciate you tuning in. And hello to your beautiful wife as well. Ange won't even see the end of the season. Willie says, Oisín, well, I think as soon as they are inevitably gone out of the Europa League, I think he'll go. Yeah, I really do. Chris says, is Jack messing about? No, mouth moving, no sign. Yeah, I'm not falling for that one again. I've got a little, I don't know, Oisín probably knows what it is, but the bar where the line goes up and down when you're speaking. So yeah, I know it's on. Is Maguire on the bench? He is, yeah, on the bench. But I mean, even with Newcastle have gone strong, and why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? They're going for Champions League football. They've got a hell of a lot more to play for today than we do. Nick Pope, Trippier, Schär, Byrne and Livramento, Guimaraes, Tonali and Joe Linton. That three in midfield I think it's the best midfield in the Premier League, to be honest with you. Jacob Murphy, Alexander Isak and Harvey Barnes make up the starting 11 for Newcastle. But we're nearly ready to rock and roll, guys. Big A's in. Hey, all, happy Sunday. Let's go, United. Absolutely. Good to have you back, man. Thanks for joining us. Smash a like in the video if you haven't done so, guys, before the game starts. Let's get them likes shooting up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Ready to rock and roll. Players taking a knee. Come on now, United. Let's go. And we're up and running. United with a tip off. Straight to Binder with an early touch and he kicks it long. At least he didn't kick it out left for a throw anyway, which is a good start. Good strength there. That's a free, ref. Good. Come on, ref. That's a free. Xerxes looking for a free there. He's pulled to the ground. He does really good. Big and strong, holding it up. Ref doesn't put the whistle. Let's not have a day like that now, ref. Here's Joe Linton now, gets a white. Newcastle going forward with, really airy. That's an offside, surely. Yeah, offside. Flag is up. Newcastle score, but the flag goes up. Flag is up. Flag is up. Offside. And the flag went up early, which is a surprise. Usually the linesman lets he's a mile off, but usually the linesman lets the play continue. I mean, if he wasn't offside there and Joe Linton actually put the ball in the net, it would have been murder, because you have to keep, the goal wouldn't stand because the flag went up and player stopped, Yeah, Xerxes doing really well now. A couple of early touches, dropping out deep, looking for Garnacho now. Nice little 1-2 there with Delo. Dan Byrne is there, gets a challenge in on Garnacho, and United have a throw high up the field. It's good pressure. Well done, Delo. Keeps it in well. Yeah, nice little touch there by Mazraoui. And here's Bruno now. United looking lively going forward, it has to be said. Newcastle's press is good though. Presses us all the way back to Onana. Or not Onana, Jesus, Beinder. Yeah, and United have a throw. Good stuff. Dar says, wouldn't give Shaw the skin of a... Someone's advocating for Shaw, are they? Ryan says, I'd be interested to know if it's ever taken 18 months for a club's number one to make their Premier League debut. Has he never played in the Premier League? Isak with a strike. Oh, skid. Oh, sorry, it was Jacob Murphy. Skids beyond the far post. Real power behind that. It's a good question, Ryan, to be honest with you. It's a good question. To be honest with you, I'm sure it's occurred in the past. If you go back to, maybe the Peter Schmeichel days or... Yeah, 18 months maybe. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Adam says, what's the score? It's them two big zeros on the screen. Give an awful lot away there, Adam. Fearless is in. Good to see you, pal. We're in for a long one, says Hamels. Chris says, we have assisted offside now in these games. Yeah. Which is good. Kevin is in. Well, boys, let's go. And D says, the skin of a bile shite. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff there by Amas, getting some early touches. Nice ball over the top there now by Eriksson to Garnacho. He goes back to Amas. Oh, Bruno goes for a 1-2 with the law, but there's too much on it. And it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Oh. What do people think of Ruben Amorim with the hoodie? I mean, it's a lovely hoodie. I like it. But as a lot of people kind of going, why is your manager wearing Manchester United merchandise? You know what I mean? Maybe the club have told him he needs to wear it, to get sales up. I don't know, but it is a very nice hoodie, in fairness. Well done, Lenny Yara. Oh, all right, okay. Lindelof is there with him. Teamwork. Yeah, Harry Amas is looking good on the ball, looking composed. I think by the looks of things the last few minutes, it's actually Ericsson that's playing in the 6 and Bruno in the 10. Yeah, United good in possession. In fairness, good in possession. Not as bad a start as I thought it would be, says Barry. Absolutely, yeah. John says spring is coming here. It's plus 10 degrees Celsius today. Last time it was -6. Yeah, yeah, it's mad. We've had a really nice, oh Jesus, more than a week I'd say, maybe 8 or 9 days. It's been up around anywhere between 17 and 20 degrees. It's been really nice. The last today and yesterday now have been a little bit overcast, but today now had spells of really, really warm, and I was out working in the garden, so I drained a little bit from it. Here's Beander on the ball now, goes along with it. Shocked Ericsson is playing so deep, says Ben. Yeah, I mean, we spoke, didn't we, about about the lack of maybe defensive qualities that he has. The only thing I can see with it is that the press from the front, Bruno would be much better in the 10, Here we go now, Delo, little cross, takes a deflection, does it? Oh, Xerxes does well. Handball! Big cause for handball there. VAR, look at it. Yeah, that's a United throw. Yeah, well done. Oh, it's been cleared. VAR has cleared it. Delo. Oh, yeah, his arm is down by his side. His elbow is tucked tight and it hits his elbow. No pen. Yeah, well done, Xerxes again. Good stuff. Chris says, I'm surprised Ericsson is playing deep. Yeah, we're speaking about that, yeah. It's 23 degrees Celsius here. Look, we even have an American speaking in Celsius rather than Fahrenheit. I think America is the only country in the world that use Fahrenheit, are they? I'm not aware of any other country that does. Ronan is in. He says, hi Jack, how are we playing? Yeah, we're not doing too bad, Ronan. Opening 10 minutes nearly here. And yeah, we're looking composed. We're looking, again, as usual, not creating a huge amount, but very neat and tidy on the ball. And I don't want to open my mouth too quickly. Yeah, Lenny Yara, good covering there. Go away, ref, will ya, for fuck's sake. But the opportunity now for Newcastle to maybe just pitch one into the box. Right, it's going to be Trippier on it. He pitches one in. Binder comes, does well, big and strong. Comes out, gathers, takes the pressure off. Big A says, yeah, I think it's the first season that I've ever wanted the season to be over already. Nah, man, no. Europa League, still to play for. I don't want this season over yet. If we go out to the Europa League, I will not be doing a watch-along until the pre-season tour, probably. Yeah, as long as we're in that Europa League, there's things to fight for. Xerxes has been on it, says John. He has been on it, in fairness to him. Yeah. Wait, did our keeper just come and catch a cross? He did. Nice little 1-2. Bruno Xerxes! Oh, would have been goal of the season. Oh, would have been such a brilliant goal. It's a good save by Nick Pope. The ball is a little bit close to him. But Ericsson plays it to Bruno. He goes to Xerxes. Xerxes with a little swivel. 1-2 with Bruno. Back to Xerxes, and he hits it first time. Just too close to Nick Pope, and he tips it over the crossbar. What a brilliant little move there between three really good footballers. Great start. Going to be Bruno now to swing it in. He actually goes short with it to Ericsson. Ericsson lays it off, and Bruno goes with it. Near post, Nick Pope with a save. Great to see so many people in, guys. If you haven't done so already, do hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button for us as well. It does help the channel out an awful lot. You hit that like button, YouTube goes, oh, wait a minute. Let's get more people watching that and putting it in front of more people. So do hit that like button if you can. And subscribe if you're new. That's sensational play. Yeah, it was. Great move. We want to see more of it, though. We want to see more of that. Oh, ball across the 6-yard box. Amas is well placed to clear it. It's been a decent start by United, though, in fairness. I'm not overly disappointed. Not disappointed at all, in fact. Xerxes having a word with Binder there about where he wants them long balls. I love it. Yeah. He does offer us more, doesn't he? All round than Hyland does. I know he's, he could do, if he could just add more goals to his game, brilliant. And we're lacking goals throughout the entirety of the team, to be honest with you, but he does offer a lot more than Rasmus Hyland, in fairness. Just needs more of the 11 to do their job and we'll win the league. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? That is pretty much it. Mark is in. Good to see you, Mark. Thanks for joining us again. Hope all is well. Good to see you. What's the thoughts on this jersey? Now that, the dust is settled, we're nearly at the end of the season. I'm not overly affectionate of it, to be honest with you. It's alright, like. Yeah, doesn't... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not overly affectionate to it. I don't know about ye, about this season's jersey. I do love the white one. And that blue one, I don't like. I know a lot of ye like it, but no, I don't like the third kit, or the away kit, the blue one. We haven't worn the white kit in a long time, in fairness. D says, it's alright, but it's got not a jot on that beauty over your right shoulder. That one there. There's a jersey for you, boy. And when we're talking about blue away jerseys and that piece of shit we've got this season, look at that. Just reminds me of Reminds me of Brian McClare for some reason. I don't know why. My old friend Brian McClare, lad I played soccer with, you know. Chalky. Paul is in from Cape Town, South Africa. Good to see you, Paul. Thanks for joining us. If we win the Europa League, we will all love it. Yeah, that's true. I suppose affection comes with, you know, remembering the jersey when you win things, you know. That was a good tackle. What was wrong with that tackle? Yeah, don't get the juices flowing, says Kevin, yeah. Danny Wallace is the blue one for me. Danny Wallace, there's a name for you. This year's away kit is awful, says Darryl. The blue one, yeah, I don't like it. Anyway, opportunity for Newcastle now. Oh, way too long there by Kieran Trippier. And it's going to be a goal kick to United. But yeah. What other jerseys have I got over here? Yeah, I mean, the third kit is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, it really is. Especially when you have Jack Me Hoff on the back of it. You know. What else have we got here? Yeah, that's better. That's better. First for everything. Mid-game change. Much better. The blue one hanging up, is it the one with the MUFC lines down it? No. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Yeah. If you look closely... Yeah. Going to get one per season until we sign the lad. Do you have the great invisible jersey, says Brent? I don't, actually. I don't. Xerxes now. Nice ball to Ericsson. Just a little bit ahead of him. Ericsson's not the one to be running onto that either. But yeah, United enjoying a bit of possession now. Back with Lenny Yaro. Goes back to be in there. United have been comfortable enough, in fairness. Newcastle have threatened a couple of times, but so have United. Well done, Delo, to nick that away. Oh, the little ball just clips his heel then from Xerxes. It's unlucky. Shay's in. Good to see you, Shay. Big up. Corruption. He's paid by Newcastle, says John. I like the grey kid. Had it as a kid. I had it as well, yeah. I had it as well. Well done, Harry Amas. Good tackle. Out on Isaac. There's Luke Shaw. Savage jersey. Neither the missus or her sister got me one for Christmas. I'm still raging. She says, remember to hit the like and subscribe if you're new here and get the likes up to 100. There we go. Shea from Arsenal. Appreciate it. Let's see. I'm planning to visit Ireland next year. Any tips on what to see, says John. Well, obviously, you'll more than likely fly into Dublin. John, first thing you do when you're in Dublin is leave Dublin. I'm being facetious there. There's way better parts of Ireland than Dublin, but there's a lot of good things that you can do in Ireland. You could go to, Kilmainham Jail, Dublin Castle, the Remembrance Gardens, the 1916. You could go to, there's a lot of places. There's a lot of places seen Dublin, but you would do a lot of Dublin in a day. You know what I mean? Maybe stay one night in Dublin. My advice then would be to come down. Probably do where I live, Kilkenny. If it's a medieval town. It's the old medieval capital of Ireland. It's got we've got a big castle and towers and stuff like that. There's a lot of all of that stuff to see. Then I would do. Oh, Isaac with a header just wide. I would then go to maybe Waterford and along the south west coast. Then Waterford, Cork. Depends on how long you have. Waterford, you could skip Waterford because there's not much in Waterford, in fairness. Down to Cork, and then do maybe the Wild Atlantic Way up the west coast. Cork, Kerry, Galway, Mayo, even if you want to go that far, and then back across then to Dublin, and take about 2.5 hours to get back to Dublin, then to go home. That's what I would do anyway. And rent a camper van or something. If you're coming in the summertime when the weather's going to be half decent, just rent a camper van. There's so many places along the west of Ireland where you could just park up for the night, and there's campsites and stuff like that with electricity. That's the way to do it, man. Don't pay 200 quid a night for a hotel. Oh, chance 1-0. That's a great goal. 1-0 to Newcastle. It's a really well worked goal. It's Tonali who scores it. There's going to be a slight hint of offside here, and we'll double check it, but it's there's a little bit of naivety in terms of United's defending here to really just go out and clear the ball. Isak just flicks one over. It's bouncing in the box, and Isak puts his foot up high to flick one over for Tonali, who buries it. But is there a United player that can go out and put his head in where it hurts and be brave? We'll have to double check here. Yeah, it's poor playing out from United. Newcastle are pressing quite well. Ball in. Yeah, I mean, Lindelof, just go out. And it's too loose. It's too loose by Lindelof. The ball is played in by Trippier into Isak. His first touch, the ball goes straight up in the air, and Lindelof just hesitates when he should go out and just put his head in where it hurts. Yeah, look, just go and attack it. But no, he stays off, and it allows Isak just to play the ball over Lenny Yara. Lenny Yara needs to be on his toes. His body position isn't brilliant either. And it allows Tonali in, and he buries it 1-0. Well deserved. Good goal. Yeah, well done, Lenny. Well done, Lenny Yara. Good composure. Why does Lindelof peel away from Isak? I know. It was poor defending. We can't give the ball away in possession, says Chris. It's good defending by Harry Amas there. Bruno to Xerxes. Good play, and out wide to DeLone now. Needs a bit of support. It's poor. Ugarte giving the ball away again. Yeah, but in fairness to you, I don't think it was just Ugarte. There was a bit of the 2 or 3 passes before were very sloppy. He's just the last one to touch it before Newcastle get the ball. Yeah, so while technically he did give it away, the passes before it weren't that great. Chris says Ugarte at fault for that one. I don't think so. I mean, I don't see how you can play. All right, the ball. He is the one to give the ball away, but so much happens between him giving the ball away and the ball hitting the back of the net. You know what I mean? I would be more critical of Lindelof not putting his head in and going and heading the ball when Isak's first touch puts it up in the air. Lindelof needs to be closer to Isak. Maguire and De Ligt would have been tight to him. Yeah, they would have. Why is it when we have chances we don't take them, and the first chance we give away we get punished? In fairness, Newcastle have had a couple of chances as well. You know, they've skewed a few wide of the post and stuff like that. So it's not their first chance, but again, I mean, United's issues are United's issues. We don't take our chances. We haven't done all season. There's Tonali. Now someone needs to close him down. Goes for a strike. Oh, it's just wide of the far post. Where's Garnacho, says the whole space empty there. Brett says Amram out 6 wins in 20 games. Brett, you're away with the fairies, in my opinion, if you want Amram out. Slot doesn't have his players. Slot doesn't have his players and is about to win the league. Yeah. You see the players that Slot has compared to what Ruben Amram inherited. You know what I mean? You're in the wrong place to be arguing like that, in fairness, because you're not going to get anybody agreeing with you. That's just an idiotic statement, comparing the team Slot inherited to the team Amram inherited. It's the most idiotic argument I've ever heard. And Slot won a league that has probably been the poorest league in about 15 years. Like nobody has even challenged Liverpool, and they're stumbling their way to a Premier League title over the last few weeks. You know, Salah has gone quiet the last maybe 6 weeks or so, and all of a sudden Liverpool stop winning comfortably. They're a one-man band. And that just goes to show how good Salah is. But I mean, if you're coming in here trying to argue that you want Amram sacked because Arne Slot is winning the league with Liverpool, you're an idiot. Yeah, because the United team costs so little. You're again, I go back to the idioticness of your arguments. You're talking absolute shite. How many of these players did Ruben Amram buy? 2. Aiden Heaven and Dorgu. They're the only two players that were gotten under Amram's reign. And if you want to extend it even further, let's look at Ineos, the new owners of Manchester United. How many players have been signed under Ineos? Well, all of the ones who are playing well this season. You know, if you look at last summer's signings, De Ligt, one of our best players this season. Ugarte, one of our best players this season. Yarrow, one of our best players this season. Who else have we got? Xerxes is improving week on week. And the other one then is, I always forget, Ugarte. Oh, Mazraoui has been our best player so far this season. You know what I mean? And you're asking what player has improved under Amram. Have you been watching United the last few weeks? You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not going to argue anymore with you because it's hard to argue with idiots. Simple as that. You know what I mean? If you don't see any improvement under Ruben Amram, you're away with the fairies, to be honest with you. Our issue has been not putting the ball in the net. We create under Amram. We've created more big chances under Amram than Nottingham Forest. They're sitting in third in the Premier League at the moment. You know, we just don't have anyone to put the ball in the net. They've got Chris Wood. You know what I mean? I mean, just read a little bit. Just read a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't read the Sun or the Daily Mail. You know, pay €2 a month and read the Athletic, and get the real statistics and the real reasons why Man United are not winning games, but are actually improving in every aspect and in nearly every ratio under Ruben Amram the last 4 or 5 weeks. So you give him a summer transfer window to sign players that he wants and that fit his system better, then judge him. Good tackle. Newcastle coming down the left now. Oh, a bit of space for Harvey Barnes. Oh, good save, Beinder. Double save. Well done, Beinder. Well done. Newcastle keeping the pressure on. You guys are lost, says Brett. Well, just read the comments, Brett. You know what I mean? There's every Isaac. Just read the comments. Every single person in the comments is talking the complete opposite of what you're saying. You know what I mean? I think there might only be one person lost. No, I leave the chat, do the rest. Yeah. Anyway, corner swung in, back post, Joe Linton. Harvey Barnes back in, Dan Byrne, onto the roof of the net. I don't see how that's not a free out, right? So Joe Linton goes up, doesn't win the header, and knees Mazraoui in the back. And Newcastle retain possession from it. You know what I mean? T says, anyone who blames Amram clearly hasn't been watching the games and judging off results. 100%. 100%. Noel says, I was just stating the truth, Jack. What did you say, Noel? Sorry, I missed it. Slot didn't have to buy anyone, and they had been the best team all season. That's coming from an Arsenal fan. Amram, class manager, needs a lot of time. Look where Arteta done. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and you have to realise as well, lads, Liverpool were in a title race until the second last week of last season. You know what I mean? It's not like Liverpool were in fucking 17th last year, you know, and all of a sudden Slock comes in and wins a title with him. They were in a fucking title race last year that they'd thrown away with a few weeks to go, probably, or they just fell away, probably is a better way of saying it, with a few weeks to go, you know. This is not the team that, you know, the Liverpool team that was left by Klopp is not the same as, for example, what Sir Alex Ferguson left you. I've said this for years. I thought Ferguson left us in the absolute shit when he left as manager. He left us with, you know, a very aging squad. Got a chance here now. Delo gets it to Garnacho. First touch is good. Strike! 1-1. Garnacho with a brilliant finish. Lovely stuff. Really good counter-attacking football by Manchester United there. Delighted for Garnacho. Really am. He's getting a lot of criticism lately, and it's good to see for a young kid like that getting a goal for himself and building a little bit of confidence. He may inevitably leave in the summer. We don't know yet, but it's good to see him getting on the score sheet, and he deserves it. He's been a little bit anonymous in this game so far, but he's there where it counts, and he's available on that right-hand side. Ugarte does absolutely fantastic to win the ball back. He plays it out to Delo, and Delo's away up the right-hand side, cuts in and makes a bit of space for Garnacho. Plays a lovely ball. Garnacho with a good first touch, and he just opens his left foot and slots it into the side netting, and it's 1-1. United back in this game before half-time. Lovely stuff. Happy days. Happy days. Good stuff. Good stuff. George says, happy for him. Rona says, who scored? Garnacho. Reese says, come on, Garna. Ryan says, let's go. I had a €5 free bet. Need United to win. Garnacho to score for £65. Good stuff. Good stuff. Corner there now. Binder gets enough on it for United to be able to clear it. Binder, a hell of a lot more mobile in the goal than Onana. He moves his body a lot quicker, doesn't he? He gets across the goal. He's bigger. He's just bigger. He's a goalkeeper's stature. You know what I mean? Onana looks very small in the goal. And he is small. I mean, I think Onana's only 6'2", 6'3", which is small for a goalkeeper. Harry Amas is down here. Is that rain? Oh, if that's rain, my lawn is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Give me a second. Oh, yes. Rain. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Rain for the new lawn seeds. Oh, I spent hours putting it all down, and now the rain has come. Great counter, says Chris. No, minus 10,000 for Delo today. No, there won't be. Ball back in now. Oh, it's down. Yeah, well done, Lenny. He says, who we going to call? Who we going to call shite next? Who's for a goal? And John with the super chat. Appreciate it, my man. Absolute love in the chat for John, guys. The first goal is in. And he gives 20 Swedish krona, if I remember correctly. Appreciate it, John. Legend. Smash the like button, lads. If you haven't done so already, take a second, smash the like button. Let's see, can we get to 100 likes before the end of the game, before the end of the live? Alright, so if you haven't done so, hit the like button, right? Subscribe if you're new. Get that number up there, up. Alright, it updates live as you subscribe, so make sure you do. Yeah. So get the likes up. Any Guinness at the pub after today's game, Jack? Says Jared. No. I was at a 40th birthday last night. A friend of mine's wife had her 40th birthday, and I had 4 bottles of Corona all night. I was home by about 11:45. Nice, quiet night. Nothing too major. So on the dry now, going on a golf trip, a golf weekend in 2 weekends' time. Friday to a Sunday. There's a group of us going we're going down the country to play golf, and yeah, so I'm gonna be on the dry till then. You'd know you're a dad anyway, Jack, getting excited about the lawn. I know, in my I'm still in my mid-30s, but yeah, just kind of like going at the lawn today, and I was excited about it. I went off to the DIY store. I got lawn seed, grass seeds. I got fertilizer. I got 9 bags of compost, and a few little hand tools as well. So there we go. And I was in my element down, and I thought I'd get the front and back garden done, but I kind of misjudged the time, and I only got the front garden done. So the back garden is going to have to wait now, maybe till Friday, maybe. Chris with the 5 gifted memberships. Absolute legend, as always, Chris. Appreciate the support, my man. 5 gifted members. Thomas, Arun, Mountain Peak, Jock, and Dan. Welcome to the members club, guys. Come on. What the fuck is going on here, lads? This is a lot of bollocks now. Fucking Newcastle has thrown themselves to the ground. Lenny Yoro gets a yellow card. Go away, fucking shower of knobs. David says, that's all true. I fixed the lawnmower a few weeks ago and felt like a hero. So my I was in the garden today from, well, kind of between going to the DIY store and all that kind of stuff, about 9:30 this morning. So cut the grass right as low as I could, then got the scarifier out. We got an electric scarifier, which is brilliant. It gets up all of that moss and dead grass that kind of suffocates the lawn. So I done a couple of passes of that on both sides, and the amount of stuff that come up and fill the whole big massive bin with that. Then I aerated it. So I've got these spiked shoes that you put on, and you strap them to the bottom of your runners, and then you just stamp all over the grass, all over the ground. They're about that length of spikes in the end of it, and that aerates out the whole grass then, and then you soak it with water, and then put the seeds down, and then put the compost over it, and just rake the compost over the seeds, and then flood it again with water. So yeah, that was my day. Here we go now. Garnacho down the left-hand side. Oh, the cross is just... Oh, Garnacho with a strike. It comes back to him. It's a good save by Pope. Delo get it on the far side. Back to Mazraoui now. Here's Bruno. He goes back to Ugarte. United just looking for a little cross. Come on, boys. Put the ball in the fucking box. Ugarte with a nice turn. Fucking passing it 3-4 times backwards and no one crossed the ball in. Good positive play. Garnacho finds himself out on that left-hand side. He goes to square a ball, and it takes a deflection off a Newcastle player, and it just comes back to him, and he hits it first time. Good save by Pope. D says, my grass at the back garden has a big trampoline damage spot in it. Do exactly what I just done there. Do exactly what I done. So, if it's kind of gone dead, what you need to do is just cut it as low as you can. If there is grass there, cut it as low as you can. If it's a dead spot, just aerate it. So rake it. If you got a rake, and just kind of rip the ground a little bit, then spike it, then just seed it and put compost over it, and then just flood it. Keep putting water on it, and in about 4 to 6 weeks you'll have a lovely piece of grass. I went to Spain for 4 weeks last year, and I'd done it 2 days before I went in the back garden, and when I come home it was like looking out at Old Trafford. The back garden was so nice. Yeah, start a gardening channel. Yeah, absolutely. Grow grass with Jack. He said a massive bin. Pick say it was 1 bag of grass. No, you only seen 1 bag. You only seen 1 bag, Chris. That was full about, I would say, minimum 9 times. The amount of that moss and dead grass that comes up out of it that you wouldn't even realise is there is unbelievable. It just builds up over the winter, over the kind of the wet, damp period. It just gets all kind of boggy and tatchy. Anyway, enough of fucking lawns. Jesus Christ. United 1-1. Half time. 1-1. We'll take it. Decent first half, in fairness. In fairness to us, it's been a decent first half. And we will absolutely take 1-1 at half time. So we will. Yeah. Slab it all off, Jack. Job done. Yeah, I would do that only. You can't really do that with kids. You have to let them play. You know what I mean? What I would like to do is, in the back garden, is get artificial grass. But it's too expensive. It's like, I got a price on it, and it's to buy it and have it installed and the whole lot is like $6,500. And I was like, yeah, no, I won't be doing that. No way. So, right, let me go get the halftime potatoes. Back in a sec. There's an ad coming up, so just skip it. How typical Ireland is. There's actually hailstones coming down out there now. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, anyway, you will pardon me for a minute because I am getting a bit of a runny nose. I'm getting a little bit of a cold, I think. So pardon me. But anyway, guys, I mean, 1-1 half time away at the St. James's Park. You know, what's Brett saying now, eh? You fucking fool. I don't want to hear that. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Updated score prediction, Jack says Liam. Well, in my heart I said 1-1, so I'm sticking with that. You know? Technically I did predict it. Look at that. Just a thing of absolute beauty. And listen to the crunch then as well. Watch this. Anyway. Let's open a new beer can, says John. John, you enjoy, my friend. I will be opening no such thing. Although I might have a beer tonight, watching the Masters. What time is the tea? What time is what time are they teeing off at? Does anyone know? Irish time, of course. Anyone know what time the final group is out? What season is the best time to visit Ireland, said John? You're better off. Now look, I'll tell you, John, you cannot guarantee the weather in Ireland. So, no matter what time of year you come, the chances are there will be some part of your trip where it'll be raining. But your best bet is July or August, I would say. July or August, summertime. I mean, Ireland is just so beautiful when the sun is shining. So yeah, now you see, but then that's the thing. It's probably going to be a bit more expensive around that time then as well, you know. So, yeah, but I would say in terms of getting nice sunny weather, I would say you're better off coming at yeah, maybe July or August. So September can be nice as well. September can be nice. You're kind of getting the Indian summer at the end. You know, the schools are gone back, and September tends to be a nice month as well a lot of the time. It's not as hot, but you still get, you know, nice sunny days and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say July, August, September, whatever. And any time around that. Outside of that, you're just going to be fucking rained on, and it's going to be cold, and the evenings will be getting shorter, and you know, all that kind of stuff. I think Rory is out at 7:30, says Barry. Okay. Mark says, John, you're better off not coming at all. Stay at this country. Mark, cop on. This is a fucking fantastic country. Stop scrolling on social media. This is a fantastic country. So it is. We just need to get out there and see it. You know? Rent a scooter. And just go. You know? Bring a tent. And sleep. In fields. And just see the whole country. Because it's absolutely beautiful. So it is. I should be on board Planola or something like that. What's the travel board? You know what I mean? United Community Channel, sponsored by the Wild Atlantic Way. $9.20, right, so we're talking about 20, but yeah, grand, perfect. Put the kids to bed. Golf. Fort Falcha, yeah. Falcha Road. Now. So. Let's see. Lies, Ireland doesn't get sun. It's like over here. But we get a little bit more sun than ye. Because we're closer to the equator than Scotland are. Especially where I live, we call it the sunny southeast. So we get a little bit more sun than maybe the north of Ireland would. Yeah. Bryson's going to destroy Rory, says Chris. I hope so. I wouldn't be the biggest Rory fan, to be honest with you, but Hamid says, in Ireland, usually we have rain, then sun, then rain, then sun. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just what I said. I said it was lovely and warm out today. Then the rain fell, and then 3 minutes later, there was fucking hailstones falling. You know? So. Altai should be staying Thursday, says Chris. Well, he's making a good claim for it. In fairness to him. Mark says, maybe it's because I live near Dublin. I only see the worst of the country. Well, you just got to get up and go, Mark. Get up and go. You know what I mean? Broaden the horizons. Take the blinkers off, because it's a brilliant country with great people. And, yeah. I think the less time we spend on social media, the more we realise that, you know? It's very easy to fall into the whole social media trap where everything that's shown to you is bad and it's negative, and, you know, it's all exaggerated, and some of it is just downright lies, you know? So just use TikTok and Instagram and YouTube for the United Community channel, all right? Nothing else. And you'll be grand, you know? United Women's won today. They did that very good. Happy days. Happy days. Good to hear. Right. Let's have a look here. Any stats are at? It's a lovely finish by Garnacho. Just left foot. Yeah, lovely, lovely little slot finish. Really good from him. But yeah, happy days. Happy days. What do you think of being there so far? Anyways, Jack says Mark. Yeah, I mean, I not much negatives to talk about at all, to be honest with you. I mean, there's nothing he could really do about the goal. It was a really good strikeout with Tonali, but outside of that, he's been comfortable, in fairness to him. He's been good on the ball. He hasn't given it away. He's covered his angles well. Has he even had a save to make? Maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah. Dylan says, thoughts on Amas so far? Yeah, I'm happy with Amas as well, in fairness. I mean, he's marking Shar there for the corner and holding his own against him. Again, he's been neat and tidy on the ball. Would like to see maybe a little bit more from him going forward, but yeah, I've been impressed with him so far. The Last of Us is back tomorrow night. Oh, can't wait for season 2. Can't wait for season 2 tomorrow. I don't know if it's all dropping in the one go, or is it week on week. Brand new, starts Monday. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's been dropped in one go or if it's a weekly series thing, the way it used to be back in the good old days. Teddy says, good to see Onana out of the team. And Mark says he's commanding the box really well. There we go. There we go. Now, it's great to see so many people in though, guys. Like I said, please do smash the like button if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe as well. We're nearly ready for the second half here. Nearly ready. But yeah. Sorry, I'm listening to an ad here. That's just not funny. And they're trying to be. And I'm reacting to it without G being able to hear it, which makes me look like an absolute lunatic. But anyway. Dig in, yeah. Keen on nose, bite. Keen on nose. Right, one more ad to come, guys, before the second half starts. If it comes up for you, just skip it. Now, here we go. We're up and running again. We're up and running again. Come on now, boys. Let's get fucking 3 points here. Come on. Harry's getting some instructions off the bench. He could be coming on here, I'd say. Now, Newcastle coming down the left-hand side early doors here. Little overlap. Yeah, Masraoui does really well to get a toe in. Newcastle will keep it. Come on, guys, go and win it. Go and win it. Well done. Now, raining cats and dogs. What does that mean? It's just a saying in Ireland. It's raining cats. It's just when it's heavy rain. It's like it makes loads of noise hitting the roof. So I don't know. Someone just made up the word. It's rain or the phrase. It's raining cats and dogs. It doesn't really mean anything. We've got loads of phrases like that in Ireland. You know that mean absolutely nothing. Joe Linton now with a bit of space. Goes to Isaac. Again, Lenny Yoro is well positioned to get a nick in. Good stuff. Delon now. Oh, lovely turn by Xerxes. And United are away. Loads of space here. Xerxes to Delon now, who's on the overlap out left. Referee! Stonewall penalty! Oh, ref, you fucking bottle job. You absolute bottle job. How is that not a penalty? Here's Amas now coming up the middle. United have to win the back. Amas with a strike over the bar. Come on, ref. How is that not a penalty? Fucking hell. Why do all players cut their socks now? I just don't get it. Oh, that's too easy, Delaw. That's way too easy, Delaw. Delaw. 2-1 to Newcastle. It's fucking terrible defending by Delaw. How do you let a fullback against you just run past you as if you're not even there? Oh, it's so poor. But again, the ball across is really good, and whoever keeps it in on the far side for Newcastle just puts it back into the danger zone. And United are lacklustre and they're asleep. They're not on their toes. And I think it's Harvey Barnes that puts it in the end. It's 2-1 to Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, Delaw. That's so bad. That is just so bad. Yeah, and who, I don't know who's tracking Harvey Barnes here. Yeah, look, it's Lindelof just goes to sleep. Lindelof goes to sleep for the ball back across. Delaw and Lindelof, two absolute plums. 2-1 Newcastle. Oh. Should have been a penalty up the other end. Yeah, I think it should have been a penalty up the other end. Newcastle up into fourth. Let's get one back, says Chris. Yeah, let's get one back. I mean, we've been playing relatively well, in fairness. Sorry, no, but Sandro Tonali fouled Delaw on the other side. How is that not a pen? Yeah, I agree. I think it was a pen. But you know what annoys me even more so about it is that Delaw doesn't shout for it enough. He doesn't put enough pressure on the referee to give the penalty. You know, like if that was fucking Jota running in and he gets brought down like that, you'd have fucking that prick Van Dijk all over the referee. You know what I mean? You'd have half the team surrounding him looking for it. Letting referees off too easily. Well done, Xerxes. Well done. You got Bruno on your left-hand side. Get your head up. Oh, what a great run. Needs some support, lads. Oh, no. He's pulled his hamstring. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Xerxes. Just pulls up. He's gone. He's finished. That's it. Of all of the fucking times to pull your hamstring. United are making a big, I think 3 changes here. Mount and Dorgu are coming on. Fuck. Of all the weeks for that to happen. And he's limping. It's a doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Sometimes you can pull your hamstring and just be able to walk on it. But he's hobbling off here. He needs help walking off. Now United are forced into some changes here by the looks of it. Highland is coming on. Mount is coming on for Garnacho. And then Amas is off for Dorgu. No, very little wrong out of Amas there. Good Premier League debut for him. Garnacho coming off. He'll probably be a bit disappointed, but you're probably looking to keep him for Thursday as well. And then we've got Dorgu for Amas. Here we go. Looks like Ericsson has gone into the 10 and Bruno's dropped back into the 6. I don't know if this is just temporary. But yeah, 3 very ball-playing midfielders now with Mount, Ericsson and Bruno on the pitch together. You'd expect United to hope for more possession now in the midfield at least. It's a good play. It's a good play. Ericsson now with a switch ball to Dorgu down the left-hand side. Dorgu gives away the free. Zlatan at United or Cavani at United? Oh, I love Cavani. Imagine we got Cavani in his prime. I would have loved Cavani in his prime. Now we're down to 10 men because what's Highland going to do, says Hamels. Xerxes' season is over, unfortunately. Well, look, we don't know yet. We don't know, but pulling your hamstring like that and then having to be helped off the pitch is not good. It was such a great run from him as well. We'll see him at the start of next season, says John. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Now Newcastle go short with the corner. Good tackle by Bruno. Good tackle. Good tackle. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's a fucking foul. Yeah, look, yeah, Trippier, you get up when you're back in possession, but as soon as United win it back again, you're down for a second time. Nothing wrong with that. That's a fucking perfect tackle. Have a bit of that. Yeah, well done, Mount. Well done, Mount. Oh. Casemiro getting warmed up. Half an hour of watching Highland playing with flippers in a sandbox. Holy Jesus. And Barry says, Xerxes is our best individual player. Ball sticks to him like glue. Reminds me of Giggs. Let's hope this is a short-term injury. Yeah, let's hope so. It's a tough choice, but I have to go with prime Zlatan, says Chris. Header over the bar. Dan Byrne, big fucking lemon head on him. But Newcastle are happy now just to, keep the ball, rotated, be patient, looking for chances. The one thing I would say about Newcastle, and it's credit to them, they look to go forward all the time. And they go forward with intensity. If there's a forward pass on, that means you have to put the ball in the air. They'll go forward rather than put a pass on the ground backwards. Just go forward all the time. Well done, being there. Bruno now, nice little ball around the corner to Mount. Loads of space to run into. Dorgu was barreling up the left-hand side. Mount comes inside. Oh, it's going to be a corner to United. Good play by Mount and Bruno there. Oh, it's a throw, sorry. It's a throw. United now have it with Ericsson. Bruno, Ericsson, nice little intricate play. Go forward if we can, lads. There's Masraoui now stepping up into midfield. He goes out to Low. Again, Newcastle are well set, in fairness to them. Oh, no. Barnes wins it straight through the middle, 3-1. Who the fuck was that lost his foot? And it's absolutely dirt. I think it's Delo again. It's 3-1 to Newcastle. And to be honest with you, they deserve it. They've been much better. It's Mazraoui that loses his footing, and he hasn't put a foot wrong up until that moment. And it's 3-1 to Newcastle. It's game, set and match with about a half an hour to go here. It's really unlucky. United are actually doing well up the other end of the pitch, and Newcastle keep their shape really well. They force United back slightly. It goes to Mazraoui, and he just turns, and he's away, in fairness to him. But he just loses his footing, and Harvey Barnes barrels up the middle with the ball. United are too slow to cut him off, in my opinion. I mean, they don't do enough to close him down quick enough running through the middle. Mazraoui's really unlucky with the slip. And between Lindelof and Lenny Yoro, someone has to put a challenge in there, but they don't. And he slots it away. It's 3-1 Newcastle, game, set and match. Game over. Yeah, this should be a fucking yellow card. That Joe Linton is a tramp. So he is. Oh, excuse me. Bruno now ball over the top to Dorgu. He's offside. Yeah, but 3-1 now. Yeah. Could just end it here now, lads, and we'll see you Thursday night, to be honest with you, at this stage. Should have been Lindelof to challenge Yoro too far away. Should have conceded the penalty and would have been a second yellow. Yeah. What's happened to us in the second half is run. It's individual errors, to be honest with you. Delo and Lindelof, to be honest. Delo and Lindelof. That's pretty much what's happened to us in the second half here. Back in a sec. Newcastle coming again here now. Sorry, the kids are home. Little one is having a meltdown. Let's just focus on Thursday, says Ronan. Well, look, that's the number one priority, isn't it? Thursday. That's the priority, in fairness. And yeah. That one obviously doesn't work. La 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 la. Joys of being a parent, you just get handed tablets to charge. We only ever let him look at the tablets in the car. But, yeah. Barnes is away down the left-hand side again. Matsraoui does really well to get a foot back in. Good defending there by Matsraoui. Barnes is causing havoc down that left-hand side. Still 20 minutes to go as well, lads. Ball to the back post. Binder does well to get a fist on it. Newcastle will have it back. It's a nice turn there by Murphy. Yeah, Tonali wins it back. United are fading here. Yeah, well done, Mount. United are just struggling to get out. They're struggling to get out. I always said it about that Tonali. I bought him in Football Manager about 3 years ago and he was unbelievable. Football Manager doesn't get it wrong that often. Get Maz out wide, get Delo off for Maguire and get Casemiro. CD, normally I'd agree with you, but I mean, what's the point? What's the point? You might as well keep Casemiro and Maguire fresh for Thursday. You know? You know, when you look at the bigger picture, you know, that's not a free, like, that's not a fucking free. That's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yeah, we're just struggling to play out. Good work by Highland there to win it back. Good defensive work. Mount does well. Here's Ugarte with a strike. Just stings the hands of Hope. Comfortable enough stave right at him. So they're just saying there, since 1958. So if Newcastle beat us today, which they will, they'll be the 14 to do the double on us. And that's the highest amount of teams to do the double on us since 1958. And you know what happened in 1958? Half the team died on an aeroplane. The bad stats are racking up, lads. I genuinely hope we never see Delon in a United shirt again, says D. Well, you will. You're going to see him on Thursday night in a United shirt. I'm afraid. I wouldn't mind only. Like the last few games up until today, he's actually been putting in some decent performances. In fairness to him. Yeah, today's one to forget though. Yeah, Newcastle are going for a fourth here, and they're probably going to get it as well. Well done, Binder. Oh my God, it's 4-1. Gimarayesh with the goal. Now you talk about Andre Onana's mistakes, and I said it to you before the game, lads. Altay Biinder's been blown way out of proportion, and he's proved why here. It's a huge blunder by Altay Biinder. And we're talking about Onana, being dropped because of a bad performance last week. I mean, this is an absolute howler from Biinder. Lenny Oro plays the ball to Biinder. He goes to pitch one up the field. He just kicks it straight at Joe Linton, who heads it down into the pad of Bruno Guimaraes, and he just slots it away. It's absolutely terrible out of Biinder. It really is. So is the same criticism and scrutiny going to come for Biinder now than it did on Onana? Probably not. But do not tell me that Altay Biinder is the answer to our goalkeeping issues and, is going to get us into the next round 100% of the Europa League on Thursday. That's absolutely terrible. 4-1. And this is getting embarrassing now, lads. This is getting embarrassing very quickly. Oh, Luke Shaw's on. Luke Shaw's on for Mazraoui. Luke Shaw. Have I still got Luke Shaw even there? There he is. Haven't used Luke Shaw in a while. Proper hiding, yeah. Proper hiding, Finn. Absolute proper hiding. Some team we are this season. Shocking to watch, says Tim. Chris says, I will wait for the match reaction to address that comment. What comment? The Beander one? Just our heating at this point. Come on. You know what I mean? We'll be playing the under fucking 14 goalkeeper next week. You know what I mean? They all keep making mistakes. Benny says, to be fair, this week in, week out with Onana, people are tired of defending him. Diogo Costa was the keeper we should have went for. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not saying Onana is the answer either, lads. I mean, Onana's not good enough either, by the way. You know, but bringing Altay Binder in, I mean, he's after having a stinker today. He had a stinker against Spurs. He had one good game out of 4 now, and that was against Arsenal. You know, and a lot of that was down to the fact that he saved the penalties. You know, Binder ain't the answer either, as we need a new goalkeeper in the summer. It's quite clear we do. But Binder ain't the answer to our woes coming this Thursday. Let's see. Look dead on the feet after Thursday night, says Finn. And I think that's why we're seeing an awful lot of substitutions as well. You know, Shaw's on for Mazraoui. Mazraoui needs a rest. He's been going non-stop all season. You know, we've seen Mason Mount on for Garnacho. And Kobbie Mainoo was coming on now as well, which is probably going to be... well, it won't be Bruno. It is Bruno. I was just going to say Bruno. And to be honest with you, it's a smart move. It's a smart move. You very, very rarely see Bruno Fernandes come off the pitch and not play 90 minutes. But it's a smart move, to be honest, out of Ruben Amorim. Just, the game is over. Protect your best player. And your best player at this moment in time is Bruno Fernandes. Warren says, once again, architects of our own downfall. Newcastle haven't been amazing, but we've handed them 3 goals. We've been really bad in the second half. It's been individual errors. I think the overall game, our overall performance kind of dipped in the second half. And when you throw in, again, mistakes, like we've given, you know, like the third one being there, the second one, Mazraoui the fourth one being there, the third one, Mazraoui slips. The second one is Delors. It was Delors. You know, you just can't be giving away these easy goals. But they're mistakes made by players who are not good enough for Manchester United. Binder made a mistake. Lindelof made a mistake. Delors made a mistake for 3 goals. And all 3 of them are not good enough. You know what I mean? And we all know they're not good enough. So... Dargu now with a good ball to the back post. Mount now with a strike. Very easy to save. The League's presence is heavily missed, says D. I couldn't agree more. Party Poopers, is the season over yet? Unfortunately not. I totally agree. Onana is trash, but Binder isn't the answer. Noel says, would have been a good idea to watch the Masters. Masters is coming. We're going watching the Masters now as soon as this. We've got to do about 15 minutes of a match reaction. Yeah, I'd rather just go watch the Masters after this, to be honest with you. I don't want to talk about Man United anymore at least until Thursday. We're just crap, Jack. That is the easiest way of putting it, Adam, yeah? We are crap. We just look to be reacting to everything, not trying to compete for everything. Yeah, well, when you're going up against the likes of Tonali, Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes in midfield, there's not many midfields that get the better of them 3. So there's not. Yeah, that Joe Linton is a fucking tramp. So he is. Yeah. Oh, just like Highland, what are you doing, man? Just take a first touch. You know what I mean? You're trying all these fucking moves. Just take a first touch. You fucking idiot, yeah. Let's see. What are we saying? Off topic, but will Rory win the Masters? I hope not. I hope Bryson wins it. Benny says I still back Amram. I think if he is backed, he will eventually get us back to where we need to be. I agree. And the away fans in St James's Park agree. They're singing his name as we speak. Evan says Newcastle big push for Champions League. Well, they're in the top 4 now. They're up to 4th. They've got a game in hand on Forest, who are in 3rd. And if they win that game in hand, they go above Forest into 3rd. So they'll get Champions League, I believe. Noel says, Jack, question. What do you think of Rice's free kicks the other day? They were world class. The second one especially. Yeah. You can't take it away from him, in fairness. It means fuck all if they don't go on, and I don't think they'll win the Champions League anyway. I think PSG are going to win it. I think they'll blitz anyone they come up against. But yeah, fantastic one-off night for them. Tom Heaton to start on Thursday. Joe Linton is like the playground bully, and we look shit scared of him. Well, Ugarte is not afraid of him, in fairness. Oh, be in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. In fairness to Ugarte, he's not afraid of him. Ugarte would fight his shadow, I'd say. I wonder if Bruno can play in the net as well as everywhere else, yeah. Thomas says, is it the first time we've got smashed? It's the first time we got smashed in a long while. Yeah. Manchester United have now conceded the opening goal in 19 Premier League games this season, their joint most in a single campaign in the competition. Also 19 in 2013-2014. There you go. The stats just keep coming, don't they? Shaw with a lovely ball in. Ooh, and Rasmus Hyland with a bullet header. Just probably too too close to the near post and heads it wide. Nice ball out with Luke Shaw. Hyland makes a good run across the defender. Just can't get his neck behind it enough and head it on target. But United have done absolutely nothing in this second half. Absolutely nothing. It's been absolutely atrocious. So it has. It's been terrible. Yeah, Harry Barnes gets man of the match. Well deserved. He was brilliant. Fairness to him. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. There's not a single United player on that park scared of that Brazilian tosser. Yeah. But you've got to say, I mean, Newcastle are good. Newcastle are a good team. In fairness to them. That midfield, especially. You know, and Isaac has been relatively quiet today as well. You know, they still score 4 goals. But, I mean, 3 of the goals that Newcastle scored are down to individual mistakes by United players, you know. And like we said, 3 players that are not good enough to be at United. 1 by Binder, 1 by Lindelof, and 1 by Delot. You know what I mean? Just, yeah, not good enough, these players, you know. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah, but I think some of the noise around Onana now will dissipate after seeing Biender's mistake. You know. Ugarte is an absolute machine. I think he's played relatively well today, in fairness to him, yeah. You need a couple of lads like that in your team, a couple of animals. A couple of lads who are not there to play football. You know. Binder gives it away again now. Newcastle come forward with it. Oh, it's a poor pass. Luke Shaw intercepts. And here's Hyland now with a bit of space run into Luke Shaw's on the overlap on the left-hand side. It's an opportunity if the right pass can be picked. Hyland just does absolutely fucking nothing. Only run into a dead end and gets lucky to win a corner. "60 seconds. Here's Manu now on the edge of the box. Yeah, again, I mean, Newcastle hunting in numbers. In fairness to them, their intensity levels are on another level. They really are. And look at that. Look, 94 minutes. Tonali taking the ball from one end of the field to the other. Yaro was with him. Yeah, it's really good out with Tonali. Athletes. Absolute athletes, boy. But yeah, stick around, guys. We're going into the match reaction straight after this. Yeah, game of two halves for United. Thought we were good in the first half. Probably a draw at half time is a fair result. There's full time, but second half, absolutely nothing from United. Absolutely nothing. And Newcastle up the levels, in fairness to them. But again, goals being conceded down to individual errors by United players. Binder, Lindelof, Delot, all not good enough. You know, really poor games from them. And United paid a price. And yeah, it's a 4-1 defeat away to Newcastle. And if you had said it was going to be 4-1 when it was 1-1 at half time, I would have said, I don't know about that. But yeah, that's what it is. Guys, we're going to jump over to the match reaction. Get over there. We'll get our thoughts and we'll talk all about the game on the match reaction. Stay where you are. As soon as I end the live, you'll go over there. If you're watching on your phone, the match reaction will come up. Just hit play and you'll enter the lobby. We'll see you over on the match reaction in a moment. Smash a like on the video if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you on the match reaction in a minute.